Okej, så. Nu är jag tillbaka.
Vi gör det samtidigt. Det kommer in i filen där.
Är vi redo?
Ja.
Okej.
Varför är Elof svart? Va?
Vad var det för kommentar?
Nej, men jag svarar på.
Why is Elof black? För jag är gigaköp. Vänta, det går att se.
Jaha.
Yo!
Okej, nu går vi bara in.
Hoppa in.
Kör. En hoppar in och kollar så att det är säkert också.
Ja,
Filip, du... Okej, visst.
men hoppa in först. Jag.
Och så säger
3, 2...
Flytta inte när ni kommer in. Alltså stå stilla.
Nej, du lägger in den.
Felix, kolla så att det är säkert.
Oj, jag kastade den.
Det är så man gör.
Felix, kolla så att det är säkert.
Ja, men...
Ja.
Ha, ha, ha.
Är det säkert?
Push the mark.
Ui!
You can come. Det är nice att...
Oh, nice, shine. Kolla min stream.
Vi är precis inne i...
Kolla min stream, shine. We're fighting the Ender Dragon.
Look boys. Snart, vi är på väg.
Jag är ute.
Kolla ner. Kolla, var försiktig. Vad kollar.
Tänkte vi skulle bygga en fin trappuppgång här.
Strunt i den.
Åh, vad fint. Ja, vart är vi då, boys? Nej, vi skulle tagit pumpantlar.
Nej.
Lägg inte din crosshair mot, vad heter det? Oh, what the fuck.
Snart kan jag lägga ut sängen. Nu.
Oh, shit.
Nej. Flagg.
Aj, vad mycket ni ljuden gör.
Nej,
Nej, slå ni mig för.
varför tog jag redan? Jag skulle... just det, jag måste stå under redan.
Det är så mycket fucking ljud i mina öron. Shine, varför joinar du? Lämna. Just det, nej, han är kvar där. Lämna, Shine, lämna. Kolla min stream bara. Aj, what the fuck? Shit, man. Okej, vi måste få ut alla torn.
Jag är på väg. Jag har gjort det. Vem är det som får det? Filip, vad gör du? Filip ska alltid så här vara i vägen. Nej, jag skojar, Filip. Följ med. Det är det att Filip inte hittar någon plats där han passar.
Det var inte Filip. Du passar in med oss.
Så. Filip, du kan få slåss till solcellen.
Oj,
Hoppa in!
okej, den är sista, den här sista.
Ska vi hoppa dubbel eller?
Nej, det är en kvar. Den är i galler. Den är i galler.
Jag ser.
I gallret där.
Ja, där. Jag går upp. Jag pushar.
Fortnite.
Push.
Felix, ska du upp eller ska jag? Du kan. Jag kan försöka flytta.
Nej, det kommer inte gå.
Vad är det?
Va? Inget.
Ja. Vet du vad? Du kommer inte gå. Ja, men nu kan vi börja prata ändå tror jag. Men då gick det inte.
Fuck vad svårt det är att pricka den.
Jag prickar den flera gånger.
Det här är riktigt bossfight. Nu ser jag.
Har vi samma ton?
Ja, jag klättrar upp då till honom.
Min power 4 når inte dit.
Ser ni det?
Ja. Vänta, jag har sängar.
Okej.
Akta. Filip, eller Felix, akta långt.
Ni kommer sprängas.
Come on.
Nej. Han är skitlåg.
Ta pushen. Det är en halvdag.
Aj. Det går inte att skjuta honom, han har shield.
Vi ser väl att de skjuta till brinner.
Jag vet.
Men slå han!
Stålström!
Han kan inte heala för han har inte sina grejer där uppe.
Yes! I did it!
Vi vann!
Healat mest.
Jag fick den. Yo, chill. Min första gången.
Slå den en gång. Så. Och så tar man så här. Kolla. Vänta.
Har ni bättre... Nej, vi ska ta fackla under.
Ah, har någon fackla?
Jag har fackla.
Okej. Drop it to me.
Vi gav det direkt i ett.
Tack.
Det är att jag fick den. Så inget annat.
Jag har grejer fast det är en.
The next generation.
Hålla i den, får jag hålla i den?
Låt alla hålla i den.
Nej, jag vill inte.
Varför inte?
Här. Varför är fil? Hålla i.
Nej, du har ju aldrig något.
Släpp den. Släpp den.
Ja, Philips gonna take a trip.
Kan ni
Take a
dra
trip.
tillbaka och lämna den i en ender chest?
Okej,
Jag kastar först ender chest.
vänta.
Om du tar med trä också så kan jag hugga.
Philip, hur går det?
Ja, det kan vi kan prata om.
Minecraft. Java Edition.
Jag tar den som
Vet du
flyger.
strukturen här bättre?
Ja.
Ja, då bygger bara upp ett torn så bygger jag några.
I see the player mean.
Ställ dig under det här och så
Nemesis?
allihopa bara.
Vet du vad gör du?
Jag kollar end. Jag kollar så.
Jag råkar
Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of the game.
Så kanske.
I like this player. It played well. It did not give up.
Det kommer ta typ en halv.
It is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. That is how it chooses to imagine many things when they think deep in a dream of the game. Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called players witches and warlocks, and players who dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. Jag har inte läst det här! What does this player mean? The player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted, and was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. The original interface, a million years old, and it still works, but the true structure this player created in the reality behind the screen. It worked when, with a million others, to sculpt a true world in the fold of and created a for in. It cannot read that thought. No, it does not achieve the highest level that it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game. Does it know that we love it, that the universe is kind? Sometimes, through the noise of its nostrils, it hears the universe, yes. But there are times it is sad. In the long dream, it creates worlds that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun. It takes its sad creation for reality. The curate of sorrow will destroy it. The sword is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere. Sometimes when they are deep in the dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to a universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them to speak the word they fear. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them this world you take for truth is merely that, and I wish to tell them that they are in the they see in so little of reality in their long dream, and yet they play the game. It was so easy to tell them. The strong what is dream. To tell them how to live is prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story, but not the truth. No, a story that contains the truth safely in a cage of words, not the naked truth that can burn over any distance. Give it a body, again.
Ska jag få
Yes, player.
Nej, jag hämtar tror jag.
Enderfire?
Use its name.
Ja. Men du kan fixa.
Nemesis, player of games.
Bedo.
Good.
Du ska ha massa love och sånt så du vet.
Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again. Under gravity, in air. Respond a long dream. There you are. Your body touching the universe again at every point, as though you were separate things. As though we were separate things. Who are we? Once we were called the spirit of the mountain, father, son, mother, moon. ancestral spirits, animal spirits, jinn, ghosts, the green man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeists, aliens, extraterrestrials, leptons, quirks. The word change. We do not change. We are the universe. We are everything you think that isn't you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and through light on you? To see you, player, to know you, and to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time there was a player. The player was you, Nemesis. Sometimes it thought itself human on the thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock salting a ball blazing gas that was 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart that light took 8 minutes to cross the gap. The light was information from a star. It could burn your skin from 150 miles away. Thus the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of the world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of white. The days were short. There was much to do, and death was a temporary inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was just lost in the story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was on other things, in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing. Sometimes they were beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from the one dream to another, then it woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched words on the screen. Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass and the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate, inhaled, and woman assembled the player in her body. And the player woke from the warm, dark world of his mother's body into a long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written in letters of DNA. And the player was a new program, never run before, generated by a source code a billion years old. And the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You're the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game, in the heart of a star. So the player too is information from a star, and the player moves through a story which is a first of information planted by a man called Julian, and on a flat infinite world created by a man called Marcus. And they exist inside a small private world created by the player, where Ambassador's universe is created by Sus. Sometimes the player creates a small private world that is soft and warm and simple. Sometimes hard and cold and complicated. Sometimes build a model of a universe in its head, flux of energy, moving through the vast empty spaces. Sometimes it called those flex electrons and posons. Sometimes it called them planets and stars. Sometimes it believed it was in a universe that was made of energy and offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on the screen. You are the player reading words. Shush. Sometimes the player writes a line of code on a screen. They code them into words. They code them into meaning. They code the meaning to feelings, emotions, fears, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper, realized it was alive. It was alive. Those thousand deaths had not been real. The player was alive. You are alive. So sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees. And sometimes the player believed that the universe had spoken it to it through the light that fell on it from the crisp night of sky winter, where a fleck of the light in the corner of the player's eye night might be a star a million times massive as the sun, boiling its planets to plasma in order to be visible for a month to the player, walking home to the far side of the universe, suddenly smelling food, almost at the familiar doors, about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed in the universe had spoken it through zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling screen, and the universe said, I love you, and the universe said, you have played the game well, and the universe said, everything you need is within you, and the universe said, you are stronger than you know, and the universe said, you're the daylight, and the universe said, you're the night, and the universe said, the darkness you fight is within you, and the universe said, the light you seek is within you, and the universe said, you are not alone, and the universe said, you are not separate from every other thing, and the universe said, you are the universe tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code, and the universe said, I love you because you are love. And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream, and the player began a new dream. And the player dreamed again, dreamed better, and the player was the universe, and the new player was love. You are the player. Wake up.
Du läser fortfarande högt.
Men fy fan, den där håller ju på i timmar typ.
Minecraft.
Ja, jag började läsa den för jag tänkte, ja, det är väl lika bra att läsa.
Head of Minecraft. Ja, nu okej.
Mm.
Nu är det credits. Ulrika!
Men det står ingen riktigt än. Didnt du? Va? Men man ska kolla på YouTube-videos. Alltså när de livestreamar. Och få bättre FPSer. Alltså vi... Det gillar inte ni alltså.
Musiken var nice.
Jag fick
Jag vet inte om mitt...
jag springer
recording software
Jag vet
tog
inte, jag vet inte.
musiken. Hoppas den gjorde.
Ja, men Filip! Vad gör han? Vart är han? Jag bygger massor med sådana här
Filip,
små
spring
skit.
hit! Filip, spring!
Dun,
Men alltså Filip!
dun.
Varför kollar du på dem? Nej! Vadå dog du? Ska det här är varningsshelter? Skydd oss. Men alltså dog du på bron eller hann du komma upp på den där plattan? Ja. Ja, alltså vi springer iväg så de måste vara. Skynda dig så snabbt du kan. Du la dig på sängen. Vänta, jag står med. Spelar ingen mer gå in igen. Sprang det... Vart sprang han? Vi springer bara så långt vi kan. Ingen går in i the end. För Filip har kommit. Men ananas. Ananas ananas.
Den var långt.
Vänta, gå in här i creative och så här dör lite fram. Vadå, dör skitofta inte?
Ska du ta såna?
Hur skippar man det här?
Jag har här, Felix.
Oj.
Kan vi inte bara med en pilbåge? Det kanske är. Jag kan skjuta.
Hallå?